We're on the Alaska net here. This guy's north of the Arctic Circle.
What was happening there, but I didn't get any of that question, and your signal has been good up till now, so give it another try. The question was, up there 300 miles north of the Arctic Circle, what kind of medicine is in your town itself?
Probably not much.
Okay, that came through 100%. Well, actually, I'm only 30 miles north. Barrow is 300 miles north. But we have what's the equivalent of a doc in the box. We have a hospital that does not have an operating room, a functional operating room, and the reason for that is we do not have an anesthetologist on staff. But the pharmacy is good. But I get, it's a native pharmacy, and so we order all of our medications out of Anchorage. And the shipping times and shipping problems do create difficulties at times. All the time, almost. Wondering about that, and then I was wondering about how much daylight you had. You already answered that question earlier in the conversation. I heard that, because I keep telling my friends, I talked to a man who doesn't have sunlight that much, and they all say, where is he? I say, well, he's north of the Arctic Circle. Yep. And I always tell them that we have more usable light than Seattle does on December 21st. Because Seattle is always cloudy and yucky, and I've had to drive with my headlights on all day long in Seattle on that day. Wow, that's unbelievable. You going to do the net today? Yep, sure am. Okay, give me an early check-in, and I won't have to bother you before. This is the best I've gotten to talk to you in a while.
I talked to him before this. I talked to him for about 20 minutes.
See, and I think this is HIP, but am I correct?
I drove my Honda Goldwing motorcycle north of Fairbanks and went as far as you could physically go to the Arctic Circle from Fairbanks on paved road, and I wasn't that far south of the Arctic Circle. The rest of the way was gravel, graded gravel, and I didn't want to take the Goldwing on it because if something happens out there, you're basically screwed. You blow a tire on a Goldwing out there, to even get a tire up to Alaska to get to you towards the Arctic Circle is going to take a month. So I said, you know what, I'm not going to roll the dice that much. But I was pretty close. I was as close as you can get on paved road to the Arctic Circle. I could at least say that.
And oh my gosh, they're better than the old ones, and they're taller. They come clear up over the top of my calf so they don't slip down.
I think it was within...
And they're nice and thick, and
I'm thinking it was like 100, 150 miles. Maybe 200.
Well, that sounds like you got a good Christmas present there. So, you got 20 minutes or 18 minutes, so you start the net today. Did you get a Thursday net man yet? No, not that I've heard of. Listening to a conversation one day, one man said he was going to do it for him. I guess that fell through. I've been watching and listening for that. There was some confusion on that conversation, and
all the leaves are down. I got one more.
I think if we went
more deal to do, and I'll be done for the year with the leaves. I was going to do it today,
properly from the get-go,
but
that
I'm just enjoying being relaxed. I got to start work a week from today, so.
But things are just kind of status quo there. Okay, I can't do it because my computers have to be in the sleep mode for me to understand you, because I go through Ray's, I go through a 446 frequency to get into Ray's node to get up to you, to the All-Star. And if my computers are awake and the screens are on, I have almost no capability of listening on that frequency. Oh, because of the RFI? Yes, sir. It's got real bad RFI in the...
I'll show you my 40 meter double bazooka. There it is right there, the apex. The left leg, you see it, comes down over and attaches to my neighbor's fence right there, and it's on a bungee. The right leg comes all the way down to the fence over here, and I always do them with a bungee. This trick here keeps the strain off the antenna because it allows the bungee to move rather than the antenna pulling on the center conductor up there. And then I have the ladder, well, it's RF cable down from all the way down here. It's over here tied in a bag, and I want to hook up the radio to it. Keeps it dry. I'll show you my 80 meter G5 RV. It's up in this tree, and this one goes into the shack for my HF radios. There it is up there, and the ladder line comes down to the RF over and into the shack. The left leg goes over the roof to the corner of the fence there. The right leg comes, I had to find it, comes down here. Now this one, I've got it hooked to the bungee. And that is an antenna that performs. Man, I cut through pile-ups on that thing. And I don't mess with it because sometimes you get your takeoff angle just right, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it when it comes to an antenna like that. And I cut through pile-ups and everything else on that antenna. And this is my VHF, UHF, dual band. Can't remember if it's a GP8 or 9. I think it's an 8, GP8 Comet. And I have it on this post, but I bought another post to get it up higher, and I've got it over there. I'll show it to you. It's next to the barn, but I haven't put it on there yet. But this thing gets me all the way across the Chesapeake Bay, everywhere I need to go, across the Smith River. And there's my scanner antenna I took down that I'm working on. I have it up there. I'll show you the pole I bought. This is part of the reason for this house. This is an antenna mecca back here, and we have no restrictions. Nobody's going to mess with me. I could put a tower on the house and go up to like 200 feet. Here's my other pole right there below the ladder and goes all the way back. That's how high that is. And that connects onto a cement base. The guy I bought it off of pulled it out of the ground, so I still got the cement base to it. So really all I have to do is dig the hole over there, take it down, put it on, tilt it up, and it'll be already in the ground with a huge heavy cement base. I really don't even have to cement it. I just fill the hole in, and that cement base is heavy enough to where it ain't going nowhere, so I don't even have to mess with cementing it in if I don't want to. So I just haven't got around to it. But like I said, I'm with that setup I got over there, I'm getting everywhere I want to go, so I've never been in a big hurry. That's a huge oak tree right there. And this is birding mecca back here in the summer or even in the spring. Sit here in the shade with the chairs with binoculars and all the birds come in. And then I've got my my stand for my bird houses right here for my bird feeders. I should put them up now, but I love this yard. It's like our own little private world, you know.
PLL. It is 10 minutes to 12 where I'm at.
That's why hams usually use universal time, Greenwich Mean Time, Prime Meridian Time, aka Zulu Time. And then we'd all on the same, you know, we don't have to sit there and translate. You use UTC time.
I hope you're feeling better. I hope you get better soon. And good luck up there, and I hope you have a good Christmas and a good New Year. KD2 HIP, listen to the Alaska Morning Net when it opens.
KD2 HIP, KL3BD.
We're clear.